Up against A.Cleland Jr., who really, I think, has won a lot of fans since he's arrived on the CT. Just his reckless approach, raw surfing. Anyone that you'd compare him to? Last couple of years, he's surfed his way to victory with a really busted knee, but he's going to get off to the ultimate start here. We said if anyone could sniff a tube out here at Snapper Rocks or just about anywhere in the world, it is J.Robinson, and he got completely funneled there and did some great work prior to entering the tube. He has been surfing his way back into form, really is looking sharp and healthy, and this has been a great way to kick things off against A.Cleland. And he pumps the fist, and for good reason. In a year where it hasn't all gone his way, he's going to start with a really big number.
Inside the barrel, positioning. There's that clean snap that you referenced. And then he threaded this so perfectly. Little chandelier on the way out, but he busts through so strong at the moment. Really bulked up during that injury period and started to just trim down of late. A couple of big swooping turns through the middle zone, and then the wave goes again, and Jack gets back into attack mode. This big, long power floater. And then, geez, he did well to even just control that foam climb at the end to stay on his feet. This will be good vision here, so watch this. The clean snap keeps the momentum down the line, tucks in. Stays nice and compressed. And then we'll see the fins appear. So it had a bit of everything on that wave. Great variety. Oh, just, you know, so close to that foam ball behind him. He was right in the slot. Couldn't really have been too much deeper.
Yeah, Jack looking to back up that 7.5. Grabs the wall with both hands. Finds the funnel. And gets back out in front. Surfing with a lot of speed. On a tricky section, releases a couple of decent turns. So this is the ultimate start now for the Australian, who wants to take a big result from this Aussie leg over to New Zealand and start his climb up the ratings and get back into title contention.
Almost like almost like a lip slide turn. It really is. Like this. This reminds me of this. Like, it's been 3 foot fun walls and they've been turning away. You knew it was going to turn into a bit of a barrel fest.
I remember how quick he does this little pivot snap right high up in the wave. Sends a lot of spray, and it's proven to be a really functional manoeuvre for him. This is just a repositioning wave down the line to get him to the ski. But it's putting these big moments on the wave.
I feel like these two have come out and they're looking for the tube.
Well, here goes A.Cleland Jr. And surfer representing Mexico. Has some big rail turns, and as Joel said earlier, also a really solid tube rider. In fact, has had one previous heat with J.Robinson and got the jump on him, and that was in Pipe, where Jack had a 10-point ride. So Al takes some confidence from that, but this wave, it's offering a lot of sections, but doesn't have the fireworks at the moment that we saw from J.Robinson's last ride, but he's sticking with it, and this thing's running on forever.
Wow, how's your leg burn?
Yeah, you can see he was feeling it at the end of that ride, but that's going to be the start for A.Cleland.
5, and we're still waiting on another score, so let's have a look at the replay of Al's wave. Big swooping cut down to start off, and then a bit more of a hack where he holds that rail line. Big high roundhouse cut back with the rebound, and just some rail work transitioning all the way through to the inside. Little check turn. The wave goes again. And just a series of these open face swoops. That was a little more vertical. Shades of Chris Ward, maybe with a little sprinkling of the great Matt Hoy in there as well in the approach.
Have a look at this one. J.Robinson behind the rock.
Well, you know,
didn't
if Jack
stick the landing, but that was heavy.
If he couldn't make that, no one can.
You do know how to surf it, but I think you've really summed it up well, you know, because when you commit into the pocket, sometimes you get a little caught up, and it's really difficult to ride out of the lip here when it's churning on the lower tide, as we see. A.Cleland, just some frustration shining through here, just over 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, the body language tells the story of this one. A.Cleland just frustrated.
Thanks very much, Ronnie. Jack, Robbo, mate. We've done some post-lead interviews down here, and this is the biggest crowd we've had. You are an absolute superstar here on the Goldie. Do you feel like you're at home when you're surfing around here?
Oh, it feels like home. It's I feel a lot of love here. It's just so many kids and people came down then, and I was just like, oh, I just got to go and enjoy this and go and surf. And I knew Al was a dangerous competitor, and just wanted to go and get a couple of tubes behind the rock. And yeah, I talked about it at JS the other day. He goes, mate, it's going to be barreling behind the rock. And I was like, oh, I hope so. But yeah, I just want to get good waves.
Yeah, well, they call you the Vortex Shaman, and for good reason. If it's barreling, you're going to probably find your way into a few. You did that out there, like nice little grinders, hey? A couple little breathers.
Yeah, they're just full little spinners, behind the rock. So yeah, that's what we love. And then I went down on one too, though. I got slammed on the bottom, and that probably would have been a real good score. But yeah, glad to be in one piece, mate.
Never seen that happen before. It was bizarre.
Yeah, did you see me?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Mate, let's just talk about the actual turns. You are looking so sharp. We've watched the recovery.
Yeah.
And it's taken a little bit of time to just get back into the flow of your heats.
Yeah.
That's the best we've seen you look.
Yeah, I think as well, now I feel like myself, like even, it's really a 6-month recovery process for this thing. And now I'm past 6 months. So yeah, it's just kind of freeing myself up and freeing my mind up and just go be myself out there, That's the main thing.
Love it, mate. And I think that's just about it. We'll let you go. There's so many kids who are going to be pestering you for autographs over the next, maybe, you could be down here for a few hours, mate. I hope you got the energy for it.
Yeah, no, it's good vibes. There's a lot of love out there. So yeah, appreciate you.
Good on you, mate. Great performance.
Yeah.